Hello! There are quite a few ideas out there on how to quickly reach level 100 on a fresh start. Today we'll be putting some of them to the test on official servers to see if they hold up. The first test today will be whether you can hit 100 from Explorer notes alone. Since Extinction has the most 4 times notes, we will start there. I'm starting at level 1, but I'm going to use a dragon for this to speed the test up. There are quite a few notes you cannot get without a flyer. Pterodons are fairly simple early game tames, and everything you need is on Ragnarok in the Highlands. Check out my early tames video linked above. If you Google resource maps for Ark by putting the map you want, like Extinction resource map, you can pull up a map that will give you the location of most items on a map. For this, we would turn everything on the map off and then turn notes and dossiers on. Now, the 4x notes will not be on the resource map. If you would like a video with all the 4x notes on Extinction, let me know in the comments below. Keep in mind, this test is with official rates. With small tribes, you would get a little more XP. The idea here is that you can hit level 100 from Extinction alone. After hitting most of the notes, I'm still under level 80. So just to check, I head to Island and then to Scorched Earth to grab more notes. On the island, I quickly run through the notes, keeping the 4 times buff as long as possible. There are only 3 4x notes on the island. By the time I am done on the island, I am still nowhere near level 100. Keep in mind that experience points needed for every level is exponentially increased. Level 99 to 100 requires almost as much XP as it takes to get into the 90s. I head to Scorched Earth and run the notes there, but I'm still far below what is needed to reach level 100. There are notes on Aberration and supposedly Gen 2, but at this point I have gone over 6 hours collecting notes and would be level 100 using a different method. Considering a new player would need to tame a flyer and make a saddle, needing levels before starting this, I'm going to say this method is a myth. A few other interesting ways coming up: killing the Alpha Giga on Gen 1 and killing Titans via Thyla and Crossbow. Well, the Alpha Giga on Gen 1's mission, Hunting by Moonlight, is supposed to give a lot of XP. Now, I'm going to test killing this Giga to see what is needed, and if it can be done by a fresh start player. I'll be testing this on a private server with official rates and settings. A few things about this mission. It is in the space biome, and you have to follow footprints while dodging or killing dinos. You will need to avoid this mission at certain times of the day, as the sun will radiate and kill you. There are annoying drones that you have to kill, as they will follow you and shoot you everywhere you go. When following the prints, there are areas where you have to jump up to the next area or fall down. And you have to hit all the footprints here, so that can take some time since your only control will be grappling or punching yourself backwards to reach these footprints, which can cause some major time loss. Now, the shotgun I'm using to test this is a capped shotgun, so 298%. As I go through this, the Giga is taking a while to kill. To get the correct amount of damage would require 2 to 3 other people with capped shotguns. This would require 800 to 1200 rounds of shotgun ammo with capped shotguns. More with weaker shotguns. Now, you can use grapples to stick to the side of the hills in the area and shoot down at the Giga. But considering a player will need to find a good shotgun blueprint, have a crafter leveled, or get lucky and loot a couple of max level shotguns, as well as craft a lot of shotgun ammo and have multiple tribe members to complete this risky mission, I'm going to say this is a myth for fresh starts, and not worth for established tribes. Once established, there are less resource intensive ways to gain experience points. The next idea is that a fresh start can tame a Thyla and kill Titans. Now, to tame a Thyla, a player will most likely need a flyer and a way to get mutton. My first 3 tames video would still apply to this method, and you would replace the Megatherium with a Thyla. Taming a Thyla on a rag would give you access to the mutton and high level Thylas. You could use a low level Thyla, but if it runs out of stam or you mess up, the Titan or other dinos will kill it. It's safer to go with a higher level Thyla. The theory of how this works is the Thyla's bleed does 5% of the dino's health each full bleed. So in theory, after 20 bites, the Titan would die. Of course, you would need to wait between bleeds, or you're just resetting the damage. To pull this off, you need to bite the Titan's tail by jumping and biting. It's easier to do jumping off little hills. You do not want to bite the Titan anywhere near the feet because it will stomp, doing massive damage. Run away and bite the Titan again after the Titan comes down. You will need a magnifying glass or be able to count well. After 19 bites, or when the Titan drops to less than 34,000 hit points, stop biting with a Thyla. The reason for this is the Titan dies to the bleed damage and no XP is given. Once you have it to one last Thyla hit before it dies, then you would need to shoot it with a crossbow or gun if you have it. This will take 5 primitive crossbows and 600 arrows. You can fire off the back of the Thyla, allowing you to run, turn, and shoot, and run, turn, and shoot. Once you kill a Titan this way, it will have been about an hour or so. The more tribates you have shooting, the faster this will go. Honestly, a pterodon barrel rolling through the tail might be better and definitely cheaper. Though, if it gets caught in the Titan's mesh, it will die. Due to how quickly a Thyla bleeds the Titan out, this is a great way later to gain fast XP when you have a Lightning Wyvern or good imprinted Giga to finish the job. Without XP notes or server multipliers, the Titan gives 118,514 experience points, which would mean we need to kill around 16 of them. But of course, we would have done a note run to get the levels needed to tame dinos. If we combine the XP notes with killing the Titan on Island or Scorched Earth, it will greatly reduce the amount of Titans needed. The issue with this is Titans heal fast, and you would need to get them within 100 or so hit points of dying before going to get the notes. While gone, another player may kill the Titan. At any time during the process, since it takes so long, another player may come by and kill the Titan and or you. The time it takes to repair the crossbow needed and farm up 600 arrows, along with the 45 minutes to an hour to kill the Titan, this process is doable from a fresh start, but takes longer than my Megatherium method. Check out the video linked above to see how to hit level 100 fast with a Megatherium. Another method with a Megatherium requires you to be high enough level so you can craft scuba, which is in the 80s. This method is a bit tricky and can quickly end in disaster. The idea is to have a set of scuba, go to the island with a Megatherium and flyer. Cryo pods are a must here. Grab some 2x notes and a 4x note and head to the swamp cave where you can kill everything in it with a Megatherium. If an Arthropleura spits on you, your scuba will break and the poison air will kill you. Clearing the cave will give you quite a few levels, but oftentimes this cave is blocked. If it is not blocked, you will need to repeat the process 2 to 3 times to hit level 100. Everything in the cave respawns about every 45 minutes. This method is slightly slower than my method on Scorched Earth, but it's definitely doable as a fresh start. And while waiting the 45 minutes between, you can tame or farm resources, go for a walk, get a snack, whatever you want. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. Have an awesome day.